Hey everybody, I am here feeding my face because I normally take a break on Friday.
Yep, it is. And I'm going back to my office and I'm gonna wait for your you know,
So, breaking news. Wow, thank you, Joyce Butler, for just sending this to me. I'm actually, sorry, I was eating. I'm actually going to talk about it for a few minutes because I deal with a lot of women, so I'm pretty sure um, some women are a little concerned about this Roe versus Wade decision, which is going to allow states to um, they have the right to ban abortions. And I want to know what everybody thinks about it. I'm going to read to you the article that I, again, thank you to Joyce Butler. I'm going to read the article to you that I just pulled up. Because normally, for real, y'all, on Fridays, I don't look at the news. I don't do anything. It's a chill day for me, unless there's something major going on. And this is actually major. So I wanted to stop what I was doing, which is eating lunch by myself. Um, well, my son is here, but I wanted to read what it was saying because here's the thing: if you are, if you want to get an abortion, there's a possibility that you may not be able to. And so I want to know how you feel about that because I'm going to give my opinion on it. You guys may or may not agree with me in what I'm saying, but this is a major decision. It really is. And do me a favor, real quick. I'm just taking a moment for some more people to come on, and then I'm sharing the video so we can have this very brief discussion about it because it ain't gonna be long because I want to get back to my day, but I definitely feel like it's some. I definitely feel like it's something that needs to be talked about. There are a lot of women, for whatever reason, and I see because we live in the United States of America, so you should have the freedom to do whatever it is you like to do. That's how I feel. Like I said, everybody's not going to agree with what I'm saying, and I hope that you guys can hear me because I have my ear pods in. So I hope you can hear what I'm saying. If you can, just write me a note and tell me that you can hear, so I don't feel like I'm talking into the wind. Um, but okay, we live in the United States of America, so I'm thinking that we should have the right. Uh, oh, good. Thank you, Joyce. We should have the right as women to make a decision about what we want to do with our bodies. Now, some of you may say, well, you're a chaplain, you're a pastor, and all of that. True, that's very true. But I do speak with a lot of women. I counsel women. I have counseled women who have been raped. Some have been molested. Some have gone through some very tragic ordeals in their life and have found themselves pregnant. There also have been women who have found out that their babies are having some problems, so there may be some fetal abnormalities. They may have to make a decision about whether or not to abort the baby. Now, I'm gonna tell you, don't blast me, but I'm going to say this: when it comes to my body, I feel like I have a right to make whatever decision I want to make when it comes to my body. And this topic about abortion, I really y'all this is the first time I think that since I've been doing radio that I've actually even had the discussion because I really don't talk about abortion. I think it's so private and so personal for whatever reason. And then I also know that there are women. I remember I was working at the lab. After I had my son, I just worked part time at nighttime. And I used to get angry because I worked in the pathology lab. And in the pathology lab, I would see the same names coming through of women who were getting pregnant And it was almost like they were using abortion as their birth control. They would get pregnant. I'm like, I saw this name before. I go check the records. Yep, they were here before. In those instances, I disagree with people using it for that. But I think we have to look at this whole abortion thing on an individual basis. Why are they getting an abortion? What's the reason that a woman feels like she needs to abort her baby? And is it my business if she wants to have an abortion? I know some of y'all are probably ready to throw the Bible, the everything at me, but I really do feel like it comes down to your personal decision about what it is that you want to do with your body. Let me read to you what, and I'm glad Joyce sent this to me because I really didn't know what was going on. Like I said, I don't really do a lot of stuff on Friday. But let me read to you a little bit of what happened today for those of you who may be at work or you're watching this later. Um, so, all of you know about Roe versus Wade. I hope you do. If you don't, please go back and Google it. Especially if you're a woman, go back and Google it and learn about Roe versus Wade and find out what that's all about. So today, the Supreme Court overturned the Roe versus Wade, which is going to give states the authority to ban abortions. Now, my other problem with this, not even talking about abortions, but I thought we lived in the United States. I thought we lived in a country where we can make our own decisions. Freedom, right? Freedom of speech. You're free to think. You're free to vote for whoever you want to vote for, and you're free to do whatever you want to do when it comes to your health, your body. I thought that's the kind of country that we lived in, but this says Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade and landmark abortion decision. So it says the Supreme Court on Friday, which is today, overturned Roe versus Wade, effectively ending recognition of a constitutional right to abortion and giving individual states the power to allow, limit, or ban the practice altogether. The ruling came in the court's opinion in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization, which centered on a Mississippi law that banned abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. The Republican led state of Mississippi asked the Supreme Court to strike down a lower court ruling that stopped the 15-week abortion ban from taking place. Um, so let me read a comment because I see a comment on here. It says let me go. I wanted to read something else to you. Uh, no, that's about their story. I don't want to read all of that about the story in Mississippi. Some of the stuff, um, you guys can go back and read it yourself. I just mainly wanted to tell you that part of it. They're giving a lot of different examples. But let's go back. So I'm going to read some of the comments. And thank you for your comments. Joyce Butler says it's necessary. You are correct. It's a personal and private decision. And then we have Zalika Bazemore. Sorry for the noise in the background. I'm out, y'all. Zalika Bazemore says, I think there is a misconception going on in our country. The Supreme Court justice has not struck down abortion's right. What the Supreme Court justice did today was, whoops, what happened to it? Oh, there it is. They said what the Supreme Court justice did today was return the judiciary policies on abortion back to the states and state legislation. In other words, back to the people to decide what the laws will be when it comes down to abortion. That's what I'm saying, Zalika. So even if it's returned back to the states, we live in the state of Maryland. Zalika, can the state of Maryland say, as of 2023, you will no longer be able to get abortions in the state of Maryland? That's the question. I'm not just asking Zalika, but anybody. In other words, back to the people to decide what the laws will be when it comes to abortion. Roe was a mistake back in the 70s when they ruled on abortion rights. It was never a constitutional matter. It would give states and the people. I didn't see what else she wrote. Um, and Joyce says, correct. It's now up to individual states. John Falco says, as a Christian, I believe in the sanctity of life. My biggest issue with abortion is layered. Number one, the Constitution does not give the right to abortion. Number two, most states will keep abortion legal. Number three, Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood and an avowed racist and eugenetic, felt abortion was an effective way to control the Negro population. That statement sounds like Satan himself. We as a society need to make contraceptives accessible and educate our young people. Uh, there's no state. I couldn't. I think the rest of his comment didn't come through. He says Zalika nailed it, and Joyce Butler says some states are banning abortion right now. So I think that this is going to be again, and this is why we have to have these conversations because me personally, being a woman, I don't really want any state or anybody telling me what I can do with my body. I just don't. Um, and let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Because I don't ever want anybody having that much control, my state legislators and officials saying, okay, you cannot get an abortion in the state. You don't really know what people are going through. And that's my whole thing. What reason are they getting the abortion? That's the question that I have. And is it our business? Is it really our business? And I know people are probably wondering, like, she's supposed to be a Christian. I'm still a Christian. I'm still a Christian, but I'm just like, is that really our business? We have so much. Let me tell you something. We have so much crime, corruption, everything else going on in this world, and today we're having an argument about Roe versus Wade for abortion rights. And again, people can believe what they want to believe. You can have whatever opinion you want to have when it comes to abortions. You can. But when it comes down to my body and what I do with my body and what I choose to have done to my body or not have done to my body, that's my decision. That's all I'm saying. That's my decision. And that's how I feel about it. And it could, maybe it's because I've talked to so many women who have been in some, thank you, Joyce. She says, I'm a Christian. Also, women should have the right to choose. Um, and this, for me, it's not a women's lib kind of thing, but it's just a my body thing. This is my body. Eric Short says, Lady J, do you think that banning abortions will make do you think that banning abortions will make us, I'm trying to see what he's saying. Do you think that banning abortions will make us make better decisions? I'm sorry, I missed the word. I was like, okay, got my glasses on, still can't see. This is Lady J. Do you think that banning abortions will make us make better decisions? Um, Thank you. Oh, my son is so nice. He's always getting me something. I got a gift here. He knows I like certain things. Oh, those are nice. So, the comments are coming in so fast, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with them, but let me answer Eric Shorts. He says, "Do you think that banning abortions will make us make better decisions?" I No, I don't. I don't. Um, our country is in trouble. We have a lot of stuff going on, and not just our country. The world is in trouble. So I don't know that it would necessarily make us make better decisions. I think it's going to cause a lot of uproar, which is what it's doing right now, and people are going to really start. This is, the God is so great because my topic tomorrow for the community church. Oh my goodness. I just realized that God is giving me confirmation for my topic tomorrow at church because this world is going to be turned upside down with this decision. And unfortunately, what's going to happen? is you're going to have a lot of backdoor, underground people doing abortions like they used to do back in the day, coat hangers and all that kind of stuff. People are still going to be getting abortions, just like when they were talking about drugs. They yeah, and they had to come. Exactly. I'm talking to my son. Yeah. And the thing about it, when before marijuana, it was illegal. You can get locked up for this, locked up for that. They finally had to come to the realization that we might as well go ahead and legalize it. People are still gonna get high. They still gonna smoke blunts, roll up blunts and all that kind of stuff. If people are going to find a way to do it. So to answer Eric's question, is it going to make us make better decisions? Absolutely not. Yeah, yeah. Let me answer a couple more questions and then we're gonna walk. And so John says, I love John Falco. He says, this is why what you're doing is so important. We have been trained. These conversations are on bad taste. We need to talk civilly and tell our representatives what we, the people, want. Absolutely. Joyce says, Joyce, she? Oh, she says, what are they going to do next? Ban sexual reassignment? Joyce? Now, Joyce, I'm not going to go there right now, Joyce, because I'm going to stick to, talking about uh, abortions today. James Cosby said, how can they say they are pro-life when their policies create poverty, poor housing, poor school, children? Exactly. Exactly. OMG. You're killing our, oh man, this is like a whole nother, thank you, Mr. Crosby. That's a whole nother issue. We have children right now that they are killing on a daily basis. Come to Baltimore when school starts and see how they're killing our children at the schools. Oh my goodness, he just got my nerves set. Oh my goodness. Whew, that's a whole nother topic, Mr. Crosby. And great point. Joyce Butler, she says 16 states are attempting to make abortion illegal right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that's what I'm talking about. And so what's going to happen? I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. Just like I told y'all about the pandemic, and I told you it's going to be a lot of craziness once the pandemic was over. It's the nature of the people. That's life. Because as people, and as people who have lived in the United States, in a country where we've been allowed to do whatever we want, wrong free, you're a free spirit, do whatever, we are not accustomed to people telling us what we can't do, especially when it comes to our bodies. You can't do this, you can't do that. So what's going to happen? And I'm going to end on this right here. What's going to happen is that they can say all they want that, in different states, like Joyce says, there's 16 states now trying to make abortions illegal. They can do that. But I promise you, abortions are still going to be taking place. Now, they won't be taking place the legal way, but abortions are still going to be happening. And unfortunately, listen to what I say. Hear me when I say it. And y'all go back and run this video when it starts happening. A lot of women are going to be dying. A lot of people are going to get hurt. And instead of it just being the child that's aborted, people are going to be losing their lives. Because if a woman wants to get an abortion, guess what? She's going to get an abortion, whether it be right, whether it be wrong, whether it be safe, whether it's not safe. Because what it comes down to is when you are going through that situation of being pregnant, hormones and everything all out of place and all over order, all out of order. Your mental state is not always where it should be. And sometimes people make decisions that they may regret later. But abortions are still going to take place. I promise you. And when it starts happening, you're going to see a lot of women who are going to be suffering with depression, not only because they've had the abortion, but also because of the stigma behind it. Because people are going to be getting on them. We're going to. This is going to be an ongoing discussion. You're right. I'm wrong. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. I believe, and I will say it again, that I have a right to do whatever I want to do with my body. That is between me and the good Lord. That's how I feel about it. We don't know everybody's situation and why they went into that office to get an abortion. We don't know. We don't know. And I think that's something that we need to leave alone. And President Biden, I need you to wake up and see that the gas prices are sky high. Housing is sky high. Apartment rentals are sky high. People are starving. People can't even put enough gas in their car to get to work. And you and Congress and the Supreme Court and all these other people worried about everything else when us living people out here, the ones that's living, are dying, like Mr. Crosby said. People trying to feed their families. The food is sky high. A can of mayonnaise I saw in the store the other day, a mayonnaise $9.99. Hello, gas is almost $6 in Baltimore. In some places it is. So it's so many other things going on. But I promise you, y'all come to the community church tomorrow, or just listen to what I said, because this is all confirmation for the word that God is giving me to speak tomorrow. This is like so on time, and I'm always asking him to tell me what to say. This is really, really on time because we have a way in the United States of focusing on everything else except the problem. So I need everybody in the White House to wake up. Kamala Harris, you're a little bit younger than Biden because I think Biden is slipping. He's a little slow, and he look like he sleep half the time or he needs a nap. So you might have to step up and do something. And y'all need to do something about these gas prices and about these children. It's so many first time homeless people on the street, and we sitting here fussing about abortion stuff, something that's been going on for years and years and years. Get up out of that White House and y'all senators and delegates and all y'all people and figure out this other stuff that's going on. People trying to live now. They trying to eat now. Okay? So I need y'all to have a good day. Have a great day. I'm gonna go walk around because today is Friday. Yes, Joyce, $6 and $6.16 for a bottle of ketchup, and they sitting up here arguing about abortion. And the people, we'll all be dead. They don't have to worry about abortion because we ain't gonna be able to drive nowhere to buy food, have jobs, have food, or nothing. All of us will be dead. Maybe that's what they want. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go because I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna have a great day, like I always tell y'all to do. I'm gonna walk around because sometimes it's so much going on. You just need to take a break. So anyway, that's my take on abortions. Now, whoever don't like what I said, don't text me, don't write me, because I'm not going to read it. I really don't care. I said what I said. All right. Have a good day, everybody, as I drink my drink. Bye bye. Happy Friday.